Hello lovely children and my viewers, and welcome back to my channel. Do you know what is the date and what is it famous for? It is 5th of June and we celebrate World Environment Day on this particular day. Today, do you know kids, June is a very important month, not only because it celebrates the World Environment Day, but it also celebrates the International Yoga Month, and the International Yoga Day is on the 21st of June. By taking care of our environment, we make the Mother Earth a more beautiful and better place to live in for ourselves. And by practicing yoga, we take care of our body for a healthy living. World Environment Day is celebrated by millions of people across the globe. And children, it's not only one day when we should celebrate, but it's a collective effort by each one of us, and each day we have to put in a lot of efforts to take care of our beautiful environment. The World Environment Day started way back in 1973, and Sweden was the country who suggested the UN to celebrate and mark one day of the year as the World Environment Day, so that our environment is a beautiful place for human beings. And you must be thinking, how do we take care of our environment and nature? It's very simple, kids. You just have to follow the 5 R's. One is refuse, second is reduce, third is reuse, fourth is recycle, and the fifth one is recover. Now, how do we refuse? Refuse by saying a big no to all the non-biodegradable things on the earth. Like when you go to a shopping mall and if they offer you a plastic bag, you should say no. Instead, you should carry your own shopping bag. This way, you are saying or refusing no to the usage of plastics. Not only this, but by using steel or ceramic plates instead of using your disposables. And second one is what I told you is reduce. Reduce the carbon emissions from your private vehicles. You can use a bicycle or you can just walk wherever possible instead of using your cars or scooters. This way you will save fuel also, and there will be less pollution in the environment. Third one is by reuse. Reusing your old or used glass bottles. There are many things how you can use this, like using your glass bottles for drinking water. You should not use glasses for drinking water. Why? Because each time you use a glass for drinking water, you put it for washing. And suppose if you are drinking 8 glasses of water per day, then 8 times the glass needs to be washed, and that consumes a lot of water and soap. So you should drink water in a used glass bottle. You can also use plastic boxes for food for picnic dishes. You must be going for picnics, so you can use these kind of boxes for your food at the picnic spots. You can donate your old clothes, furniture and toys to the needy. That ways your things gets used by poor and needy. Recycle, a very important and a known thing. Now, how do you recycle? Recycle is either by buying things made out of recycled goods, or you can use the items like your tin cans or the bottles for planting plants, or there are various things which can be recycled. Do you know there are a lot of collection centers which takes lot of recycled items and they make certain things out of those, like these plastic bottles and chips packet. No, I'm not offering you chips for eating, but all the children are fond of eating a lot of chips, wafers and cookies. So there are recycle collection centers wherein if you give those bottles and these plastics, they actually make walls or tables, furnitures out of these bottles. They stuff these bottles with maybe similar kind of plastics or cement, and then they recycle the bottles. And last one is recover. Our ancestors had taken a lot of efforts in planting so many plants, but nowadays the government, the builders are cutting the trees and making the villages into a township kind of a place where they're coming up with a lot of buildings. So that's not bad, because the more population increase, we need more and more place to live. But what our responsibility is planting more plants. Children, being a World Environment Day, each one of you make a promise to yourself to plant at least one tree today, and whenever possible, plant trees so that our environment becomes more clean, green and a beautiful place to live in. So for this, I'll share a very short story with you. There was a girl called Reena, and she was very poor to buy new things. So what she did was, she started collecting things from here and there. Wherever she found anything which can be reused or which can be recycled, she used to pick up and bring to her home. From those items, that everyone around her was surprised. Even her parents got surprised. She used her brain and started making good things. From a small carton, she made a beautiful box which could be stored for keeping anything. A beautiful box with the bow. And in this, she did not use anything. And how nice this opens. You can store anything in this. This kind of box became very famous. This is a bangle box which she made from old newspapers, where she made a bangle holder, and then you can store your bangles and keep it in this. This was all from old newspapers. And then gradually she started displaying all these things in the nearby market, and people started loving it. People started buying it. Not only she reused and recycled the things which were thrown by other people, but she also proved to be a helping hand to her parents, because with all these items what she used to sell in the market, she used to earn. And gradually she became a good earning member of her family. And from that day, the family stayed as a happy family, earning more, and they contributed for a healthy and clean and green environment. So children, all of you should take care of your environment, like not littering around in the parks, on the roads, not spitting here and there. Even if you see somebody doing that, you should immediately tell them not to do that. in a very polite manner, because each one of us is responsible for a beautiful and a better nature and environment. So children, have a very, very happy World Environment Day. Thank you.